All right, friends, thanks for joining us here at noon. It is finally starting to feel like fall outside. It's exactly what Sean said. We all welcomed crisp air this morning and a cool down, cooler temperatures. We certainly needed those sweaters.
Yeah, and it's going to be one of those situations where just hang tight in the morning. You might need the little heavier coat, but the afternoons are going to be very, very pleasant here. So let me show you our camera network across central Indiana. And if my kids were watching, they would really appreciate that temperature in Indianapolis right now. See that there, Felicia? Which one? Indianapolis.
Oh, specifically.
See that? What's that number, Felicia?
67.
67.
What does that mean?
The kids love 6-7. The kids
Oh, because that's a thing. That's a kid thing.
Correct.
Okay, for anybody missing out,
We've had
that's a
this
kid
discussion.
thing. They like 6-7.
I'll have to let them know what our noon temperature was.
We don't all fully know what it means, but 6-7 is cool.
We've got some blue sky and a few clouds that are popping up. It is just going to be a fantastic afternoon here around Indiana. And buckle up because this pleasant autumn weather ride is just getting started. 67, the difference maker today, a northeast wind. Dew points in the 40s right now. So compared to yesterday, when it was highly humid for any time of year, let alone October, it is refreshing air. Anderson's going to update here in a moment at 57. We get you 67 there in Muncie. Daytime highs right around 70 degrees, maybe a little bit warmer, just very comfortable air. And the kids are going to love it when they get home. This is what's bringing us the chill here the next couple of nights. How close we'll be to frost? Talk more about that in a sneak peek at the weekend forecast.
Okay, Sean, let's talk about it. On to more news now. 3 people recovering after shooting at an East Side CVS. It happened near 10th and Sherman Tuesday evening. Police say they found 2 women shot at the scene. Officers also learned that a 3rd victim went to a local hospital, saying he's connected to the shooting. We know the CVS was open at the time, and there were people inside, suggesting there may be multiple witnesses to the shooting. There is no suspect in custody at this time. For a crash killing 3 people, but the grandmother of one of those victims says that's not enough. Brenda Hankins says her granddaughter, 21-year-old Michaela Hankins, died in the car crash near 10th and Mithofer 2 years ago. The driver, Luis Leyva Gonzalez, was going at least 100 miles per hour at the time. 2 of Leyva Gonzalez's family members also died in this crash. Friday, a Marion County judge sentenced him to 2 years in prison.
What is this judge trying to tell other people now? That it's okay to go out and do the same thing and you're going to get a light sentence, which, oh yeah, I can do 2 years and be out.
The Marion County prosecutor is calling for Leyva Gonzalez to serve at least 25 years. Turning now to the criminal and civil case against former NFL player and Fox Sports analyst Mark Sanchez. This afternoon, we're hearing from the lawyer representing the man who says Sanchez attacked him in an Indianapolis alley. Now, we do have a warning that some of the images in this story are graphic. Hard to look at. These pictures show the alleged victim, 69-year-old Perry Toll, in a hospital bed covered in blood with deep cuts. Toll is suing Sanchez and Fox Corporation. The lawsuit claims Sanchez was the instigator and Fox Corporation was negligent in hiring Sanchez. That lawsuit also lays out the serious injuries sustained in the reported attack.
A 69-year-old senior citizen, about 5'8", 165 pounds, and Mark Sanchez, by all accounts, is 6'2", 235. And you can see the devastation and the injuries that were caused to my client by Mr. Sanchez and just what was an unexplainable violent attack.
Sanchez's brother issued a statement saying Mark was still getting medical care. We reached out to Fox Sports for an update on if and when Mark Sanchez could return to work. We did not hear back. And when you hear about the proposed AES rate hike, chances are you also hear about all the pushback from customers to state and city leaders. Now AES is firing back. The company sent a response to the Indiana Office of Utility Consumer Counselor. Logan Gay is digging into this and how city county counselors are thinking big when it comes to saving Hoosiers money.
AES filed a 108-page rebuttal, still pushing for that rate increase, but city leaders are seeking alternatives to keep things affordable for ratepayers. Indianapolis City County councilors say any decision made about the proposed AES rate hike should be grounded in putting Hoosiers' livelihoods first.
The cost of living is going up. What impacts every sector of that? Electricity, power. And they're sitting here and they're draining more and more out of folks, and their profits are getting bigger and bigger.
Because of this, some counselors like Michael Paul Hart are starting to think outside of the box to help Hoosiers find relief, which could include the city once again being the energy provider and buying AES.
The state allows us through statute to buy back our utility. So in our case, it's AES, and the way that we could buy it back is by issuing bonds.
For right now, this is just an idea. Hart says it would take a lot of work, research, and time for any action to be taken. But he says it's worth it if it would save Hoosiers some money on their energy bills.
If we're going to have to keep fighting private companies looking to raise their profits at the IURC, which is what we're going through with AES right now, then if it's in the ownership of a private-public partnership, then we could be in a better shape for cost controlling. It could be done, but we certainly need to go look at history to understand how we ended up back in this position.
So if this rate increase is approved, AES Indiana says in a statement it anticipates to remain among the lowest rates of any investor-owned utility in Indiana. In Indianapolis, Logan Gay, 13 News.
And Governor Mike Braun is responding to calls from state Democrats who say a recent audit into the Indiana Economic Development Corporation did not go far enough. The report came out last Friday. It details millions of dollars in spending for things like travel and other services. And it also found a lack of oversight when it came to conflicts of interest for board members. Democrats are now calling for more to be done, including hearings that dive deeper than the report. Braun responded to those calls. Listen.
When it comes to legislatively doing more to look into it, fine with that. If we would find that would need to be more that we need to look at based upon it, wouldn't rule that out either.
The state is also closing the IEDF, which is a nonprofit foundation under the IEDC, which received donations from private donors.